Hey everybody, welcome back to Daytime on the hottest show of the season. We're at Pathways to Perennials, and we brought one of our favorite guests of all time back. Ange Stacey, personal development expert, is here. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Thanks for having me. Am I your hottest expert ever?
I think
You're
so.
our hottest
so.
expert on our hottest day.
It is hot today.
It is
but
boiling.
that's great. I mean, we're talking about using color. We always talk about how to use color to inspire us, to maybe help us get creative or reach our dreams and goals. How can you use the garden outside or just nature in general to bring those good feelings around?
This is the easiest place that you can get an absorption of natural color, because everything from Mother Earth has energy. So when you are outside in this glorified, beautiful gallery, you just absorb all the natural energy that these plants and flowers give. And then each color has that frequency that we've talked about before. So you absorb the frequency of the color. So to really ground yourself or inspire yourself, or maybe for meditative purposes, even inspirational purposes, you can just be in the garden and get an abundance of energy.
Wow.
Can I dig deeper on that one? So I mean, we have the colors that all have their frequency. So with the colors, I mean, a shirt's one thing, but say a plant who's actually connected with the earth, does a flower or a plant create a different type of fullness as well?
Well, I would believe so. I mean, plants definitely, you're getting that beautiful green energy, which is so grounding and so needed. But with the flowers, for me, I find that's where I get my inspiration in the color. And everyone knows that when you have a beautiful, bouquet of flowers, or you've got hanging baskets that are just blooming in brilliant colors, you're so attracted to it. And you're usually attracted to it for reasons. I mean, the colors that you hang on the, your baskets in the front yard to what you have in the backyard, you're attracting those for a purpose and for a reason. So use them. Definitely use them all the
And go to all your friends and check out their gardens and see what they're going through, or what,
so
because
true.
I bet it can tell a lot about somebody.
It totally can, because you'll go to somebody's house and everything will be like white and red.
Right.
And then you'll go somewhere else and there'll be the mix of every color going. I mean, my front, I have a lot of yellows and oranges, and you go to my backyard, it's pinks and purples, right? But I can definitely explain why that is and why I'm so attracted to those colors.
Yeah, well, go ahead, Jax, because I think that's funny.
Let's start with the most basic color that we see in the garden. It's obviously green.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have green grass, we have green foliage. What does the color green represent?
Well, it's perfect. Like, to me, it's like such a beautiful divine plan, because green is the center of all, and it's all about the balance of giving and receiving love and taking care of ourselves in the heart area. And when we talk about our energy centers, there's 3 above and 3 below, and the heart is the center representing green. So for me, this is where we find peace of balance. It's a place where we get everything comes together. If you're stressed, you come together in this space, in this harmony. It brings in the sense of peace, it's calmness. It really relaxes the muscles. So you know what it's like when you go up to a cottage and you're out in the gorgeous trees and you come back so relaxed. Yeah, because you've just been like absorbing every ounce of green energy there possibly is. It's that breath of fresh air that just lets you sit.
It's the balance, right?
Completely.
Now, what about blue? Because I got some blue flowers here. I was drawn to the blue when I showed up. Blue is sort of how I'm feeling right now.
Is it?
But not bad blue, happy
Sad
blue.
or good?
Happy blue.
Okay.
Happy blue, true blue. There you go.
True blue.
Blue's going to be all about communication and expression, and it's about truth, and it's about speaking your authenticity and being true to who you are, and getting rid of excuses and justifying on why things aren't working out, and just being truthful about them and moving forward. So right now it's time for you maybe to explore some more authenticity.
Ooh,
There you go. Find your
interesting.
authentic self
think I'm
here in
right.
the garden.
Hey, that's right.
And now me, I'm a little different. I'm not so much drawn to the blue, but those rich indigo purples.
Oh, I love that.
And which
like
is
the
my favorite
clematis.
color, of course. But I mean, they're gorgeous.
It is, and that's tuning you into your spiritual side, because the indigos and the purples connect us up to the spiritual vibration. So it's going to help you with your creativity. And you mentioned you love purple one time when I was on.
Yes.
We talked about that.
Yes.
But now it's time for you maybe to go further and get talking to your angels and guides, your loved ones, your higher power, and really ask for what it is you need and start using them every day. So use that color, which means maybe take a journal into your garden and sit by the purple flowers and talk to your angels, or maybe your grandma who's passed, or use it that way to use the energy.
So there's definitely something to be said about gardening, especially in the summertime, and sort of just connecting with the earth. And whatever flower you're sort of pulling in probably has some kind of relevance in your life at that time.
Oh, completely. And you mentioned about digging in the earth. It's very grounding. I mean, people feel very connected and calm and stable and secure when they're gardening. So get in there with your hands and get dirty. And then again, depending on whatever, you'll get attracted. I mean, you don't have to understand color therapy. You don't have to understand even what you're working on. Just be open and see what you're drawn to. Go to that garden center and you got attracted to the blues, and you got attracted to the purples. And right now I'm attracted to pink, and I wore pink today. It's just what your body needs.
Oh, so your body is telling you, what it wants at a certain point in your life or even from day to day.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, we'll go through the colors. Do you want me just to
Sure.
kind of give you a little synopsis?
Sure,
Just
sure.
since we've talked about them
Well, we
individually.
have so many colors here to choose
It's hard to
from.
choose.
Where do
We
we
do.
start?
Well, I always like to start at red because red's at the very base of our energy center, and it's the most grounding color. So if you're bringing red in, think of passion, think of taking action. If you've been maybe waiting to make a career move or change in a relationship, bring in the red because that's going to help you move forward, okay? And it's going to ground you in doing so. It gets rid of fear.
Gives you the push too, right? Yeah, it just
Gets rid of fear.
You go for it.
If you're really attracted to orange flowers, then maybe you need more playfulness in your life, a little bit more joy. Maybe it's being spontaneous and just going out there and getting rid of expectations. We don't need those anymore. We don't need to have any expectations. Just have fun and live in the present moment.
Yeah.
So there's your orange. Yellow, if you bring in that, it's the sunshine, right? It's positivity, it's optimism, but it's also courage. So where do you need to find some courage in your life? Get rid of some judgment. Stop beating yourself up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll feed your soul for courage. We've got the green, which we mentioned, which is the next one for the balance of giving and receiving love.
Right.
And green also helps get rid of guilt, which we a lot of us suffer with,
yeah.
right? Any resentment that we're holding on to, green will balance that out.
Plus cash.
Cash.
You gotta
make
bring
you the money.
Make you the money.
You
Get
got
rid of the
it.
guilt and make money because it's okay to be rich.
That's right, because a lot of people feel like it's selfish,
Yeah.
right? I
That's
can't.
funny.
So you want to get rid of feeling selfish and you want to absorb abundance. Green is your color. Then you move into the beautiful blues that we talked about. So again, authenticity, truth, getting rid of excuses and justifying things all the time. And then you get into your purples, your indigos, and your violets. So we're talking about connection to the inner spirit as well as the outer. Getting rid of blaming everyone else for your problems and denying that there's purposes and getting into, there is a reason for this and there is a sense of purpose. And what is that? What's my spirit saying? When we get to the pink, we're talking about unconditional love and self-love. And when we get to the whites, we're talking about divinity and connection to your highest power. So you can tell, you can plant a garden according to exactly what it is you're working on and change it every year, depending on where you are.
What about the blacks? For people who are always wearing
Ooh.
just black. I don't think we've talked about black this season, have we?
I think we mentioned briefly, but not a lot.
We did, and I learned not to wear black.
Right.
Not to wear solid black.
least not
you
when
can
I'm
wear
on.
little bits of it like you are, but
Yeah, don't.
don't wear all black. Why is
Right.
that?
Well, because black actually suppresses the emotions. It's no colors, where white is all colors. So black closes off. You'll take a look at this, again, beautiful art gallery. There's not a lot of black. Some flowers will have pieces of it, but you don't see a lot of black flowers and black plants. A lot of it is about closing things down. And we don't want to remain in our life closed and not sharing and not expressing. That's
Right.
also not being very truthful to who you are. So we want to open that up and share who we are to the world. And that means that you want color. So I'm very hesitant on someone wearing all black.
Yeah.
I
Right.
feel like it's very tough for someone to connect with you.
I've done it, and I received emails from Angela saying, "What's wrong with
Why are
you?
you
Stop
wearing
all
black?"
black."
Well, you know what? And these are great tips for anybody out there who maybe you don't want to go out and wear the color to inspire you, but take nature as a cue.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You go
huge.
out and you sit in the garden, and you're right, you don't necessarily need to know what you're asking for. You can just spend time there and absorb it all in.
Definitely. And if you're not in a place where you can get out to nature, then bring
Yeah.
it to you and bring it into your house and
Okay.
use the flowers. Go to the flower store and see what you're attracted to.
Even the fake ones, if you have allergies, just bring some color into your life.
At least it's color. I would prefer regular, like natural, because again, you're getting Mother Earth's energy.
Right.
You don't get the same amount of energy from fake flowers, but you will get color, and so every little bit helps. It's better than nothing.
And so if people want to contact you, Angela, you have all kinds of workshops going on in the summer, and you're always working on new projects. How can they get in touch?
Simplest way is just my website, which is angeladacey.com. And then all the information's there, and there's free teleseminars and all my interviews with Daytime.
Hey.
Oh yeah, we're
One
on
more
there.
easy.
You're on there.
And that's great. I mean, the summer is a nice time to quiet your life a little bit and reevaluate things and see where you can take it.
Yeah, and use the garden as one of your tools. It's a fantastic, easy way for us to connect with ourselves.
Good escape.
Thank you so much, Angela.
Thank
That's right. We are
Yes.
escaping today at Pathways to Perennials here in Kettleby. We're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more on Daytime.